Got a bit of an oil leak happening here at the front crank seal, so we're going to replace that. We have the front harmonic balancer removed, and I'll show you how we did that. First, we're going to remove our pulley there. That's going to be a 1/2-inch socket to remove all them bolts. And those bolts are going to be bolted into our harmonic balancer there. So take that off, move it to the side. We want to take off our crank bolt right there. I do believe that's 1.25 inches. After we've removed that, I take those washers and then move them off to the side. I've put a center hole in my bolt here. And what I do is I take that bolt and I thread it back in because the head of the bolt is smaller than the inside bore of the harmonic balancer. Then I have my puller here and I thread those 2 bolts into the harmonic balancer, and the center one is going to push off of that bolt, and then that's going to remove the harmonic balancer. That gets us back to this spot here, so now we just have to remove that seal and install the new one. What I've done here is I've just taken 2 Robertson screws and I've screwed them into the metal portion of the seal. So I'm just going to dimple that seal with a hammer and start the screw, and I'll use a driver to thread it in. I then screw that screw in deep enough that I can use my tool here. And the tool is going to go to the screw and it's going to lever off of the end of the shaft, and you're just going to slowly pry that out. And I've got one on the top and the bottom, so that should come out fairly easily. Here's the old seal here removed. Here's our new one. I'm going to use some RTV sealant, and I'm going to go around the outside circumference of that seal, let that tack up a little bit before we install it. And here's a part number for anyone who's interested. Got a little different method I'm using this time to put this seal in. So what I did was I got some pieces of scrap metal here, and this is just a plate, a piece of pipe, and another plate. And then I'm using the bolt to push it all in. And the idea is that it keeps it all true and pushes it in evenly. I'm going to do that by hand with the socket here because I want to go slow and I want to make sure that it's going in straight. This seal has a bit of a step in it, so it doesn't go in all the way. It only goes in until that shoulder is pressed in there to the end, and then that's as far as it goes. Here's that seal we're talking about. This is the raised portion, and then it tapers down. So we're only going to push that seal in until this raised portion is seated in there completely. That's what I was trying to explain underneath the truck. Here's a piece of scrap metal that I kind of tacked everything together here just so it wouldn't fall apart as I was assembling it. So we've got a large bore kind of washer here, a piece of pipe. We've just tacked it on the inside there, and then we have another piece of pipe on the end here. And then we simply just use our crank bolt and our ratchet, and we're slowly gonna push that on. The idea is this full face is contacting the full face of the seal over there, and it's slowly pushing it on straight and consistently. We're going to install our harmonic balancer here, and as we take a look on the outside, this is probably the problem as to why it's leaking. We take a look in there, it's not looking too healthy, and I don't have a speedy sleeve to repair that, but you can see 2 spots where the seal was riding. And those 2 spots are kind of like these little shiny grooves there. When we look at the seal there at the bottom, those are the 2 grooves on the seal. That's where it's contacting the shaft. With those 2 grooves in there like that, it's likely going to start leaking again. So this will buy us some time, but we should think about buying a new harmonic balancer and another seal and change this again in the future. I'm going to take some Vaseline there. I'm going to put that on the outside diameter of our harmonic balancer here, so as we're pushing it on, it won't compromise the seal, I hope. You're putting that to lubricate the shaft here, and then once it pushes past the seal, hopefully it doesn't catch or damage that seal as you install it. We've installed that harmonic balancer, and I'm just going to use the impact to tighten that big nut on there. That was 1.25 inches. And then we put the pulley on there. Those are going to be 1/2-inch socket to tighten those down, and I torqued those down to 240 inch-pounds. And now's a good time to take a look at our timing here. Right here we've got that tool that we made with the push rod that goes onto the dial indicator. And we're going to use that dial indicator to make sure that we're in fact at top dead center. When we're using the bolt off the crankshaft to rotate the engine, that dial is going to sweep up and then it'll start sweeping down. And you want to catch it at the moment that it stops, or in between those two directions. And that's going to be our true top dead center. When we put our straight edge on there, we can see that it's lined up with 1 degree advanced right there. We're going to use the long barn socket to rotate the engine as we need to find our top dead center. And the purpose behind all this is it's a good opportunity for us to use the crankshaft position sensor that I made a previous video on. And this has a mechanism on the top where we can try and advance it as much as we can. Hopefully you can see that crankshaft position sensor. It's right here in behind our dipstick, and there's going to be 2 bolts that hold that down. And then there's a grommet. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm touching the grommet. It's a rubber grommet there that goes in around here. This one here, I had attempted to advance it as much as I could by slotting the holes and pushing it as far this way as I could. But that grommet is going to stop you as well. So we're going to remove this one, and we're going to install the other one with that grommet removed, and we're going to get as much advance as we can out of this thing and then just see how it runs. We've got that cam position sensor installed here, and I had to use the die grinder to open up that hole in order to advance it. There you can see where I've used the die grinder to open up that hole. We've started with our maximum setting for advance. I've got the coupler nuts extended above, fashion bolts out of those so that you can get a wrench above the adjusting mechanism. So it's going to be 1/2 inch wrench. Everything's 1/2 inch. Some other things that helped out was removing the dipstick for the transmission, and then some oil is going to come out of there. Be prepared for that. We have to put that dipstick back on, and then we have to reconnect our electrical plug for the cam position sensor. We take an overview look here. This is where you can see to remove that dipstick for the transmission. I just got a rag in there, try to mitigate the mess. It's going to be a 9/16 wrench or socket to remove that bolt that holds it up, and it's right close to the sensor up there. That's where that fastener is going to go in to hold that dipstick tube.